Across rural America, aging infrastructure quietly deteriorates. But when the water stops flowing, the consequences are anything but silent. This is Allentown, a town brought to its knees by the failure of its most basic system. Beneath this crisis lies a deeper issue, the absence of mitigation, the first and most crucial phase of emergency management.
We knew things were bad when the water come out of the pipes were like iced tea, but without the ice in the tea. Pipes burst, we didn't even get a notice. We just turned on the water and just air, no water.
We reached out to the city for help. They said we were on the waiting list for the risk assessment report. That was 8 months ago.
In communities like Allentown, mitigation strategies, defined as efforts to reduce or eliminate long-term risk, are often deprioritized due to budget constraints, political neglect, and a lack of emergency planning capacity. Residents must bear the brunt of system-wide failure, a failure rooted not just in infrastructure, but in leadership, funding, and long-term neglect of mitigation planning.
Yeah, but the thing is, we've used so many resources trying to build this up.
Listen here, fellas. Listen here. I vote we table this discussion on our infrastructure until we finish our thoughts and prayers about the situation.
With all due respect, Mayor, we've held like 7 prayer circles. It's time we hold a pipe wrench.
We didn't allocate funds for mitigation in last year's budget. We assumed the system would operate indefinitely.
FEMA requires a current mitigation plan every 5 years, and ours is expired.
Listen, guys, listen. We didn't have the crew or the infrastructure to do it 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And we sure as hell don't have it now.
Yeah.
This reflects a common issue, the assumption that no disaster means no action is necessary. Mitigation planning is proactive, not reactive. Without it, small system failures can become full-blown emergencies.
This town is a textbook example of what can happen when mitigation is treated as optional. A proper mitigation strategy would have assessed risk, prioritized investment, and prevented this collapse. But the town that is experiencing this is far, far from unique. Rural municipalities often lack both the technical expertise and political leverage to secure funding for long-term mitigation projects. And without dedicated emergency management staff or intergovernmental support, mitigation gets buried under daily operations. Stuff like funding our schools and paying for school lunches and whatnot gets prioritized over our long-term infrastructure until it's too late.
Equitable emergency planning must consider how infrastructure failure disproportionately affects small, low-income communities. Despite being flagged as high risk, Allentown received no state mitigation grants in the past decade, a clear sign of the systemic gaps Dr. Pumps warns about.
It's been 5 days without water. Residents have been relying on rain barrels, melted ice, and neighboring relief.
Mitigation could have saved us a lot more on these trucks and bottled water. But now we're scrounging to survive on something that's completely preventable.
Preparedness and response are essential, but without mitigation, communities remain perpetually vulnerable. Allentown has no redundancy, no updated risk assessments, and no strategic investment. Their emergency became inevitable. Mitigation is more than a buzzword. It's the foundation of effective emergency management. When it's neglected, as in Allentown, the results are costly, chaotic, and preventable. Hazard mitigation is not just about avoiding future costs. It's about protecting lives, preserving infrastructure, and sustaining community trust.
We need investment.
Hey! Listen, guys. I know it's been a lot of talk around the town. I mean, you guys have got a lot of questions. All right, I'm here to tell you the answer is yes. We've done it. We've applied for the pre-disaster mitigation grant. All right? No more patchwork repairs, no more duct tape, no more hoping things hold together. This is change.
I'm liking what he's saying. Listen, fellas, we can't change the things that have happened in this town in the past. Right? There's no more calling your Uncle Ricky over when your pipes burst and he duct tapes them back together and uses a little bit of plastic on there and a little bit of put the lighter under it and make it shrink better.
Lighter, yup.
We can't be doing that anymore.
No, we
You know
cannot.
why? Because of what we did. We applied for the grant and we got it.
We got it.
And listen, fellas, things are going to change around here. We're going to prepare and we're going to prosper.
About
And
time.
that act is going to let us do that.
Damn right.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Damn right.